thunderstorm has struck, and we're completely lost.
And so we've been searching the horizon, looking for any sign of where we are.
We're not only concerned about being lost, but about the rocks lurking just below the waves. Finally, someone spots the shore. What a relief. Every year, boats sink on Lake Tana in storms just like this one.
We ran out of light, but we have radio communication with the beacon in front of us.
From here, we just safely coast into the dock. We're now on the road and heading to Axum, where some Ethiopians believe they have not only the Ark, but the tablets of the Ten Commandments too.
Well, this is the village of the Ark, Axum.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Well, it's a lot more rustic than I was expecting.
It's a small little village, but they claim that they have the Ark of the Covenant from the Bible.
Where would it be?
Well, in that cluster of little churches down there, there's one very important church.
Ethiopians believe the Ark was brought here to Axum from Tana Kirkos Island in the 4th century A.D. by an Ethiopian king named Izana. But Axum has even more ancient ties to the Ark. It's the legendary birthplace of the Queen of Sheba, the mother of Prince Menelik, who is said to have brought the Ark to Ethiopia.
He doesn't stop us, just keep going.
And now, we're finally closing in on the spot where this elusive treasure is said to rest today.
In that chapel of St. Mary's of Zion, they claim to have the actual Ark of the Covenant.
So this is it.
This is the chapel that houses the Ark, they say.
This is what we've come to see. I asked Bob how close we can get to the Ark itself. He says no one gets past the keeper or guardian of the Ark. It's rare to even see him.
The guardian of the Ark lives here, and he never gets beyond these bars. His entire life is spent inside this small little barred-in complex. He is the keeper of the Ark. He claims to be from the line of the Levites, and no one is allowed to see the Ark but him.
In the Bible, too, the Levite priests were the only ones considered holy enough to see the Ark. It's one more piece of an amazing puzzle. Tonight, there's a festival here to celebrate the Ark. A feeling of reverence fills the air as the procession begins. This is a celebration of the very object we've been searching for.
The one day that we're here in Axum is one of 2 days during the year when they do this massive celebration, and the whole town has gotten up.
The residents of Axum deeply believe that the Ark of the Covenant resides in their village, and thousands of pilgrims have journeyed to this African nation to worship an ancient treasure once prized above all others in the Jewish faith. Yet tonight, the Ethiopians invoke the power of the Ark to celebrate a Christian icon, the Virgin Mary.
This is Mahela Day. Mahela means begging. They're actually begging God to avoid pain and disaster in their lives. So it's the beginning of the rainy season and praying for rain.
The Ethiopians are as convinced they possess the Ark and Ten Commandments as the ancient Israelites were. And like the Israelites, they also believe the Ark is their direct link to God. The power of their faith is so strong that the people continue their ceremony from dusk till dawn, praying toward the holy object in front of them. But this Ark, or tabot, is also a replica, just like those in other Ethiopian churches and like the one I saw in Jerusalem. The real Ark, if it is the real Ark, never leaves the protection of the guardian. It's too precious. So while this is not the real Ark of the Covenant, there's no doubt it represents the same sacred object the Bible describes in the book of Exodus. And seeing the precious tabot through the streets reminds me of how the Israelites were said to carry their Ark of the Covenant through the deserts more than 3,000 years ago. When the ceremony ends, the priests return the tabot to St. Mary of Zion Church, where they say it rests next to the real Ark. Our long pilgrimage is over. I've come as close to the Ark as anyone can get. It's been quite a journey, from the vast Middle Eastern deserts to the peak of Mount Sinai, from Jerusalem to Ethiopia, up Debre Damo and across the stormy lake to Tana Kirkos, where the priests have such compelling evidence that the Ark was once on their island. I followed the trail of the Ark to the very end, and I definitely learned something here. Taking part in the festival and seeing the devotion of the townspeople firsthand has made me realize what the faithful already know. You don't have to see the Ark to know it exists. You only have to believe in it. And I guess it's revelations like this that keep us digging for the truth.